Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today is the second day of Makara Sankranti, or the real Makara Sankranti. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, when sun travels towards north, people, those who die here, they never come back to this material world again. And when sun travels towards Dakshinayana, people dies on that days, they all come back. So that was the general explanation by the Lord. Then again, depend on the sin and pious activities. So now today we are discussing from the left out passages and description of the Bhagavad Gita, 15th verse of the first chapter, Devadattam Jananjaya, Poundram Dadamo Mahashangam, Bhima Karma Vrukotara. After Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanya, along with that, Arjun and Bhima blew their respective conch shells. So the Devadattam conch shell was given by Varunadev. So he created a specific beautiful sound as well, which makes the enemies fearful. So Arjuna is the person who burned down the entire Khandava Prastha. Khandava Prastha was inhabited by the snake race, especially Takshaka and family and relatives and all. Maya Danava also was there. Maya Danava was an architect of the demons. Demigod also have their architect, but here demons architect is Maya Danava. So Maya Danava got afraid seeing this burning forest, so he went and took shelter of the Pandavas. And they gave the shelter, they spared him, didn't kill him. Everyone else was about to be killed unless they use their mystic power and disappear. But if they try to fight with the Pandavas, they are all going to be burned. So many burned down. So in that way, Agni Dev, because Agni Dev got a lot of food from this forest, because Agni Dev means, his food means he burns everything down. So that is Agni Dev's food. Through his tongue, it is said, the flame is actually his tongue. He kills and burns everyone. So Agnideva appeared and gave him Gandiva bow, as well as the chariot, and all those things that he obtained for burning down the Khandava forest. Now comes Bhimasena, Poundram Dadamo Mahashangam. So Bhima performed wonderful Herculean and stupendous actions as well. And his first action when he was in cognitive, before burning down the Khandava Prastha, they were tried to be burned down by Kauravas in that mansion made of wax, flammable materials like butter and wax and shallot, all those things. So when it actually gets a little fire, it burns everything down. So they escaped from there, from Varnava, and they went to west, in the west, say northwest, and they found a Hidimba Vana where they could actually take shelter. And there was a demon called Hidimba, and it is located in Rajasthan. So there, Hidimba endowed Hidimbi to go and bring all these human beings so that I can have a wonderful dinner. He was supposed to be the elder leader of that community, their Rakshasa community. Their food is human being. So when Bhima went there, the Pandavas went there, Hidimba wants to eat them. So he sent Hidimbi. So when Hidimbi actually went there, he saw Bhima was actually giving security to all the Pandavas and Mother Kunti. So he was guarding everyone. So he was sleepless. Always is like that. Wherever they go, Bhima is the person to guard all the Pandavas and mother when while they sleep asleep. So here she saw that this person is actually guarding and is very powerful. His body is built with wonderful muscles and he's very tall and seeing his features, she fell in love with him. And when Hidimba found this lady is not coming back, and he was suspicious whether she fell in love with these people or what. So he came and said that why is so late? And she was looking at him, and I mean Bhima, and this guy found out, yeah, what I actually speculated is actually correct here. So later he became angry at her, and Bhima found all these sounds going on, chit chatting. So he went there, and at that time he found that the brother was harassing the sister in the way that he was chastising and trying to beat her and want to eat and then kill her. So Bhima challenged him, and they fought for a while, and Bhima killed him. And the lady, Rakshasi, came forward and petitioned to Mother Kunti, I fell in love with your son. Please help me to get him as my husband. Because the one thing is there are Kshatriyas, naturally the Pandavas have to accept that, even though Bhima refused, that my elder brother is unmarried and she is from a different culture, Rakshasa culture. Rakshasa have no culture. But that is what going on nowadays too, right? People have no cultures and they want to live, and only goal is economic development and enjoy that money. That is what going on. They don't give any respects to religion or culture or science or philosophy, real science and philosophy and all. So this is the same thing. And these Rakshasis, what culture they may have, they can change any time and every time as they want. Plus they have mystic powers. And Bhima doesn't have that. But even though he didn't have, he still killed Hidimba. So that was the great Herculean action rendered to the society by Bhimasen, because all the time the human beings appear there, they all become victim to this demon, and he kills them and eat them. So now that forest is free of um, Rakshasa culture, means not going to harass. So they made her promise that you never ever repeat this again. When human beings come here, don't kill them and eat them. So she agreed, and Yudhishthira Maharaj ordered, Bhima, you marry, we are Kshatriyas, when a girl approach and offer herself and to the marriage, then you have to accept. And kidnapping is one of the other action of the Kshatriyas, like Arjuna kidnapped Subhadra, Krishna kidnapped Rukmini Devi, like that. That is also one of the marriages. So here she offered herself, so now you have to marry. But Kunti said that we are all 5 people, including her is the 6th. They are inseparable. You cannot actually keep Bhima always here. Then she said that as soon as I will have a son, that I will let my husband go. There is no problem. So I don't want to disunite any of you. So I'm happy that if he can do this. Then the marriage was arranged, everybody agreed with that. Thereafter, they stayed there for a while, around 1 year. So thereafter, they moved from there. A son born is called Gadotgaj. Um, these Rakshasas' um, lifestyle is, especially birth style is, when the child actually takes birth, within no time he grows up. It's not like a human being year after year, Kaumaram, Yauvanam, like that. They don't have it. As soon as they take birth, they become bigger, teenager. So this Gadotgaj becomes so big right in front of them, in front of the Pandavas, and they were very happy. So then they left after endowing every responsibility of the jungle and the people of Rakshasa and giving them counseling how to do the administration. So they gave the counseling to mother and son. Then they departed, went to Ekachakra. Ekachakra is situated in Bengal. So they from west they went to east. So in Bengal, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu's birthplace 500 years ago, especially Nityananda Prabhu was born in Ekachakra, is Lord Balaram. So uh, at that time, 5,000 years ago, there was no such thing. It was a small village with few people, and a Brahmana family gave them shelter, and they had a few rooms. So one of the rooms, and in a large room, they accommodated the Pandavas. The Pandavas every day go and beg, bring the food, and mother cooks and feed the children. But there was a you know problem. There was an asura called Bakasura. He lives in the outskirts of that village. And every Amavasya time, these people have to carry a truckload of carts of food to that fellow and one human being. So he was also a Rakshasa. So every family has to agree. Previously, this Rakshasa then and there random appears in the village and abduct people, kill them, eat them, snatch the food from here and there. Practically, he did the terrorizing. He was terrorizing the whole village. So later, the panchayat, you know, met together and made a decision. When this guy comes, we will actually offer him something from them, some proposal. So when he came next time, the proposal was given to him. You don't come random here and pick anybody and everybody go and kill them, eat them. So we do one thing. Every Amavasya time, we will bring a large quantity of food and a human being so you can eat. So he discussed with all the families. The family have to sacrifice when their turn comes. It comes because there are few people, several families, uh, several people, not few people, several people, and several families. So the turn comes once in 5 years, 10 years to one family, like that. It was going on for a while. So when this turn came to their family, where the Pandavas living, to that Brahmana family, this incident um, about to take place, they began to cry. So when they heard that, Kunti Mataji went and inquired what was going on. So they said, they described everything what was going on, this Bakasura as the episode. So later, Mother Kunti, never mind, none of you have to go, because there were few children. Everyone was telling that I will go, I will go. In the end, Mother Kunti said that no, my son will go. So that night, truckload of food and Bhima was sent, and Mother Kunti said, kill him. So they went, because they have given us the shelter, so it is our duty to protect these people. So Bhima went there, ate all the food in the outskirts of the cave, and this fellow was waiting. He got up and came out and saw the guy who brought the food ate everything by himself. So he began to attack, ready to attack Bhima, and Bhima, with his power, punched him and killed him. So when they came back, and when he came back and explained what went on, um, you know, in that cave, they said, since this Rakshasa is dead, we need to leave immediately from this house. Otherwise, in the morning, all of the villagers are going to come here. So before that, we should leave. So in that way, they left that place without even telling the Brahmana. So that is the Bhima's some of the Herculean tasks. So he has done wonderful things in his at the time of Mahabharata and the other places also. So we will continue tomorrow, um, discuss the 16th verse. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.